as a jockey, you can ride any horse from any stable. I've been called by so many other trainers to ride for them, where I don't ride with my colors. I put on his colors. A jockey can ride for any stable, any horse. A lot of jockeys fall, and sometimes you break a leg, you break a hand. But if you're a good rider, you'd hardly fall. I've been lucky enough to never break anything. I've been racing for 4 to 5 years now, and I've been lucky enough to never had an incident. But there are jockeys who fall. There are jockeys, basically in our sport. So long as when we jump out of the starting stalls, that's the gates in which we put the horses in to be able to jump out. When we jump out of the starting stalls, so long as you keep your line straight, you'll not have an accident. So basically our rules are, for the first 100 meters, keep straight. If you're ahead of someone and you want to overtake, then you can come in. But if you infringe before 100 meters, because our horses are all jumping with force, so if we all jump with force and you come into me, that can cause an accident. Our horse can fall over, I can fall under. So I'm lucky enough, in 115 years of racing now, or 114 years of racing, if I may recall, there's only been one fatality, which was very unfortunate, but in 114 years. So it's not that dangerous as other sports can be. People think that racing is very dangerous because you're on a horse. It thinks for itself, you're thinking for yourself. He might say left, you might say right, and then you miss each other in the air. No, it's not like that. They're actually very disciplined. They listen to what you tell them to do. I was champion apprentice last year. I was champion apprentice jockey, which was a very big achievement for me. And then I've won a lot of cups in last season. I rode a horse called Their First Song, and on that horse I won 6 straight wins with that horse, which is a record that I broke since 1961. Nobody has won 6 straight races with one particular horse at various distances. So it was a very big achievement for me as an apprentice. You start off by claiming 5. Then when you win 15 wins, you claim 3.5. When I say claim, reduce weight off the total weight. So I started off at 5, then I went to 3.5, now I'm at 2.5. I have one more win to get to 1.5. After 1.5, I'm going to be a professional. So I've come, in the last 2 years of my serious riding, I've won a lot. Thanks to my support from my family, who bought me, because to win you have to have good horses. You have to have good horses. You have to have, to get good horses, you have to go buy them from South Africa or Zimbabwe, which we import them. So I've been fortunate enough to ride very good horses, which have aided in easy wins. The thrill of speed. Honestly, I love the thrill of speed. I've done jumping, I've not done polo. Polo is also very fast, but racing is the fastest. For that 1 minute or a minute and a half, you're flat out. And I love horses. I love being around. I'm an animal person, so I wouldn't love to do anything more than race horses competitively. The basic misconception about jockeys is people think that to be a jockey, you have to be rich. They don't realize that very few jockeys have the privilege that I have, that my family owns horses. To be a jockey, most of our jockeys are from less privileged families. To be an owner, yes, you have to be you have to be financially stable to be an owner of a horse. But to be a jockey, anybody can be a jockey who has the right weight and who goes to a stable like ours, talks to the trainer like Mutua, starts learning to ride. You have to have a basic principle. You have to learn basic riding and then to be a jockey. But it's very hard to be a jockey because of the loss of weight. A lot of people don't like it because of the losing of weight. Sometimes I have to lose like a kilo or 2 in a week. So that means I have to be in the gym and run a lot. I'll give you a scenario. Let's say I'm riding. Okay, normally I ride 58. When I claim 2.5, I have to be like 55.5. with my saddle. They weigh me with my saddle. So I have to be like 55 flat. Because my average weight is between 55 and 56, sometimes I have to go to 54. I have to lose a kilo in a week. It means no eating, a lot of running, a lot of dedication.